Hey everybody, welcome in. I hope you all had a good Christmas and a good holiday season. Hello. Hi Squidza, hi Cherry, hi Moosin, hi Mika. Welcome in everybody. Don't steal Blow High. You can have the New Year though. That one you are allowed to take. I'm very sleepy. I've not slept very well for the past few days. But I hope everyone's had a good holiday season. Whatever holidays, if any, you celebrate. Your sword turned into a hammer. Yes, that is true. Your sword is now a hammer. Congratulations. Yeah, you got a class change, yeah. Twitch added a new head moderator role, which gives you like a few extra permissions. So congratulations, you now have a hammer. Yeah, basically haven't had any real holiday season. You did get drunk on Christmas. I mean, drunk on Christmas is good. I'm intending to get a little bit drunk tonight. It's the New Year's tradition, drinking alcohol. Give me 1 second, actually. Do that. There we go. We're going to be drawing some more people and bottles today. We'll get started on that in a bit. We've got 3 more of those to do. There should be 4, but the last person hasn't sent me any references, so there's not much I can do about that. You're definitely getting quite drunk tonight? Hells yeah. I say wait a little bit. More bottles, yeah, more bottles. We've got 3 more to do. And these are a little bit tough because the references are either very weird, and you'll see what I mean because I'm gonna do that one first, or like the references don't have like are like only like half body, so I don't have references for their legs. But it's fine. We'll work it out. I'm very sleepy. You have a solution to the legs? I'm not removing them, unfortunately. Except in one case. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. One of them doesn't have legs, so it's okay. No, no? What do you mean, no, no? Your solution is always to remove them. What are you talking about? Oh, add tentacles. I see. I don't think that would fix it. Unfortunately. If no one not know what kind of limb had tentacles, I mean, fair. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately, but I have been playing a lot of Night Rain. I got Night Rain at Christmas, and I've been playing a lot of Night Rain since. I have like something like 50 hours in that game now. I've been using my break well. But I really wanna get back to streaming. It's quite fun. It is quite fun. Yeah, I've been missing streaming, so I wanna go back into it, and I thought I would do a nice little chill New Year's Eve stream. Yeah. I'm gonna be real, I wasn't expecting this holiday to be particularly good. In a lot of ways it hasn't been. It's been about what I expected. Except on like Christmas and like the few days after it. Yay, pets. Because I got a like massive outpouring of like love and support from people and friends and such that I was not expecting, and it was so The reality is that most Christmases I end up feeling very isolated. Because, like, I'm not, like, estranged from my family at all. We get on reasonably, but we also have very little in common in a lot of ways. So while I end up spending, like, the Christmas season with family a lot of the time, it can get very stressful, and in the best case, it gets very boring. But often it just ends up getting really stressful and not actually a pleasant experience usually. But because I end up spending my holiday season with family, it means I can't spend it with friends. Which ends up meaning I feel pretty isolated a lot of the time. This year I didn't feel isolated because people made sure I didn't. And I really appreciate everybody for that. It was very nice. I also ate a lot of ham. There was a lot of ham. And I was very happy to eat a lot of ham because I love ham. Ham. I did eat a lot of ham. It is true, I ate a lot of ham. There were like 3 entire hams, and I ate so much of it. I was mad to discover last night, though, that someone brought brie, which is a really delicious cheese, and I realized that I hadn't eaten any, and it was almost all gone, so I only had a small amount. I'm mad because I love brie. I love cheese. Cheese is delicious. You have a small wedge of brie to eat? Heck yeah! I ended up eating a lot of Wensleydale instead, but which is fine. I like Wensleydale. Present me with all the cheese. I will. I will present you with all of the cheese. I love cheese. Cheese is delicious. I'm not the biggest fan of blue cheeses. With some exceptions. Blue cheeses are just a little bit too strong. Unless they are, like, cooked with stuff. Like, Stilton is great in soup. And I have had Stilton on a burger before, and it was the best thing I've ever eaten. Melted Stilton on a burger is incredible. But I would not just eat like a block of Stilton. It's a bit too strong. Not helped by the fact that it is like visibly moldy. Like, that turns my stomach a little bit. I won't lie. Ooh, feta is nice too, and salamis. You got like a mini feast there. This looks really good. I might steal some Wensleydale tonight. I love Wensleydale. It's like a really it's like quite dry, but it's like really creamy and it's really nice. I love Wensleydale. It's really good. It's a really good cheese. Yeah. Salty should have over the pot. Oh, how? Okay. I know your past experience with port. How much port are you planning to drink? Because the last time you drank port, you drank like what, 2 bottles of it? In like large glasses? Ports are supposed to be drunk out of what is essentially a shot glass. That's a lot of port. I'm not gonna say don't. I'm not gonna say don't. But I will say please be careful. You are not immune. You are not immune. You're not immune to alcohol. I've seen you when you're drunk. You are not immune to alcohol. Make sure to celebrate the new year in moderation, everybody. But do make sure to celebrate if you can. Because celebrating is nice. And to be frank, we all kind of deserve to celebrate having survived another year. It's become a tradition that I end up celebrating the new year with like a bunch of friends in a Discord call, and we all play board games and get drunk. Or at least like have a drink or two. And honestly, it's been a really nice little celebration for the past few years we've done it. And I like it, so we're gonna keep doing that. I'm looking forward to it. But we gotta draw some folks in bottles first, so let me do that. Where's my... There we go. Hold on. This program is... Thanks for giving me glasses. Not always reliable. Fusion! Welcome in! Nice to see you. Alright. We have a new friend on a bottle to draw. So allow me to save this quickly. That's a lot of months. That's almost a year. Thank you for the sub, Fusion. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. Genuinely. Genuinely means a lot. Alright. Let me save
when you play with fire.
That's 18 months and a hype train. What? That's a heckin' hype train and 18. Have I really been streaming for 18 months? Hi, hype train. That's hype train. 18 months is so many. I don't feel like I've been streaming that long. But I guess it must be. Alright, let me get the reference in here. This one's gonna be interesting. Okay, so for this one, get rid of this fill. Then I actually need to get rid of quite a lot of this, actually. We need to get rid of basically all of the body. Okay, we're leaving the eyes. So, this was a bit weird. This is a reference. They're a sentient scarf, don't worry about it. That up in the corner there. Alright, let's see about how we want to draw this. That's too big. It's Mina, yeah, it's Mina. Thanks for the like, Alexi. You love lurkers here. Okay, I think that's kind of a decent shape for the side. We kind of do something like this, just to give it a little bit of like visual interest. Yeah, something like that. I think that works as the vague shape. We'll kind of flesh it out with some lighting in a minute. Clean up this edge a little bit. There we go. And then the end of this is like tasseled, which is interesting. I don't really know how to draw that, so I guess I'll work it out. I guess like this. Yeah, I think this is kind of gonna work. Yeah, this works. I think I want to kind of like round these off like this. Okay. See, there we go. I think that works. Yeah, that looks nice. Now here, these are kind of pointing backwards, so I've got to keep that in mind with the perspective. Nice level 1 hype train. Nice and chill. Thanks for the hype train, everybody. This doesn't look as good. Hold on. I think we actually want to kind of bring it down this way like that. Maybe if we turn the brush size down just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, okay, I think this is right. I want to kind of do it like this. There we go. There we go. I want the tassels to be kind of going this way. Not quite so extremely. I like that, I think. Okay. That's too small. This needs to be made bigger. That is like too small compared to the other side, which is so big. So I think we actually want these to be like here. A little bit bigger than that maybe, like that. And then we can actually reposition this. Just sort of rework this curve. Like that. That looks a little better. Don't eat the scarf! Why are you eating the scarf? Alright, I think that looks good. We can work on some colouring. Is not that, because that's not at all relevant. Okay. So we want to kind of you avoid squid and scarf gang, it's your prerogative. Okay, I understand. Get that far down. There we go. Shading this is going to be interesting, I think. Erase out some of the bits that shouldn't be filled in. There we go. Do the eyes on a separate layer, but we'll also do those last. So, this is our like basic shape. We want to kind of blue-gray. Maybe not that blue-gray, because that's like almost exactly the same as the bottle itself. A little bit more grey, I think. A little bit more blue, a bit darker blue. That's better. That's more like it. Work? Not really. I kind of want... So the idea is that like the top of the scarf is like twisting here. Not in the same way that this does. It kind of twists a little and then back. So we kind of want... that to be in shadow. Like this. So we bring this here. That. And this kind of does that. And then that should be in shadow. That kind of gets it across, but this is a little too extreme, I think. That should be better, I think. this shading might actually just be a little too harsh. You just pull it back a little like that. Hi, Petite. Welcome in. Alright. I'll do this. Gonna get some depth onto these. I actually think this one's not going to take me very long overall. It's because it's a relatively simple design. Yeah. That's nice. Similar thing here. Slightly larger because it's kind of at the like bending backwards there. So I might want to do something like this. Actually. Maybe something like that. Not this line here. There we go. See how this looks. This is now not right. Not this shadow here. I think that will probably look a little bit better. Still needs a little bit more here though. There we go. of a harsher corner. There we go. Smooth over this. I think that works. Let me actually do this. This might work quite well. That's way too small. I need this to be about 8, I think. That'll do. There we go. I think that looks nice. Just another little tweak here, and I think we're good. And do a similar thing up here, I think. Something like this. Yeah, that just gives it a little depth there. Another similar thing here. Yeah, I think we're good there. I think that works. Now we just gotta do the eyes. Eyes are not too difficult. As long as I can remember how I did them on the other ones, because I don't remember. Let's open up Misa's one. How do I do these? I don't remember. Alright. Eyes. These are like a kind of like... almost like luminous green. A little bit darker than that. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Huh. Didn't do that, that's why. Okay. There we go. Now we can do just a little highlights. Turn those down a little. There we go. And now we just gotta do the outline colors. Super simple. Let's start with the eyes again. Couldn't make it earlier, we're busy with the dogs. No worries, welcome in, Rixie. We've not been going for super long. Argue with your father that 2 cups of enchilada sauce would be more than enough for 3 people? Yeah, I think that's probably enough. It'll probably be fine. more saturation on that. There we go. Honestly, I think this one's nearly done. It's only taken me like 20 minutes. I was expecting this one to be harder, honestly. I think we're good. I think we're done with this one. That's exciting. This one was not a particularly difficult one. It's required drawing a scarf, I guess. Save that as a PNG. We just gotta open this thing again. We'll move on to the next one. Oh, right. Which one is the next one, is the question. Next one is probably this one. No, that's Visa. Here we go. Now, this one I don't have a ton of, like, visual reference for, but I do have a description, so that will have to do. I'm going to save this. Alright. Let's see. We got this kind of stuff in the hair. We got a fancy dress. It says the dress is a tapered one, so I think I can do something with that. Let's start with a sketch, and then we'll do what we do. So, not a big fan of being licked. Wait, is that a dog in the background? It might be. One of my family members has a dog, and the dog is present. We'll start with some booba. Ending up looking a little flat for some reason. I'll get it eventually. There it is. That kind of ends up doing this kind of thing. Yeah. We'll work that out a bit. It's like triangular. Things there. Elbow gloves. Now the dress, I believe, is one that kind of actually just conforms to the body for the most part. Let's see. Something like that, with it kind of going around the back like that, so we get kind of a shape there would kind of work. Kind of conforms to... Hang on, no, I've changed my mind. It kind of conforms to the body and then goes out here. There, and then comes back in at the bottom. This, I think, is the idea. Something like that. And that's going to kind of do that in the back. So we get a shape like that at the back. Okay. I think that works. I don't know if this is really what they're going for, but I also don't have like the bottom half of their shape the dress. It's just like flat shoes, so we'll just have some small shoe shapes. Now, hair-wise, maybe it's something like this. Do a kind of loose thread there. Bring this in here. We'll bring a little flick out here. And on this side, it kind of needs to do the same thing. There we go. Like that, I think. And we have a little, do a little flick out here. Kind of sell that shape. Looks like on this side. Thanks for the melon. Kind of comes forward like this. But then has a kind of trailing shape down here that kind of sits on the shoulder a little bit. Melon, have I considered redeeming the jar again, but deciding against it? Fair enough. Thank you, I appreciate that. How's this gonna work? It's kind of like...
Oh right, it's New Year's Eve. I would like to remind my client I have today off, and thus cannot be called in for any legal consult from now till the 1st of the year.
Honestly, fair enough. You've deserved a day off erstwhile. So, like a strip down the middle. Kind of feather shape there. And then we need the Phoenix hairpin here. Like that. I think that kind of matches the character they're going for. I think that matches the idea. Wait, there should be another trail of hair coming down here instead of resting on the shoulder here. Like that. Okay. I think that fits it. Let's get some clean lines in there, shall we? That is too big. 30 is about right. Let's actually start with the front hair like this. There we go. Then we can do the pin here. So it'll be behind that hair. Clean that up in a minute. Okay. Gonna clean these up. Turn of the eye, going back to the thing you've been sharing on Discord. Fair enough. I hope that is going well. What you have shared was very cute, and I appreciate it. Okay. Here's a little thing. We'll do the earring. You decided people should buy you minis to paint? I agree. People should buy you minis. I would love to buy you minis. Unfortunately, I have no money. Put this down to 20 for this. Will you say shining hot? God dang it. How dare you run in here, shove me in a jar, and then leave? Again! What the heck were you say? Alright. I will have my revenge. I will have my revenge. Get revenged! Peppa says hi? Well, I say hi back. Everyone go follow or you say shining hot. He is the most lovely bean. Even if he does keep shoving me in a jar. I want to be a bit more. This, I think. Thank you for the hydrate. I will drink. And on shrimp. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. Important to drink while trapped in bottles? True. It's also important to breathe as long as air holes have been provided. And if not, that is not a good situation, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go this way. Actually, no, we're not gonna go this way. We're gonna leave a gap there. We're gonna go this way. Breathing is overrated, I forget to do it all the time. Yeah, me too, honestly. There's at least one hole you can't see on the lid. You would hope! You would hope. Alas, people do sometimes forget to put holes in the jar. Like, it's fine. I can't die. But it is uncomfortable to suffocate. I need to turn this down to about 20, I think. 18. 18 is good. I need to fix my jar redeems. Thank you for the chibi. I've been punished twice now. Why am I being punished? What transgressions? What transgressions have I committed this time? What have I ever done to you to warrant being made chibi and in a jar? What slight have I performed against you? Now I have more space? I mean, I guess that is somewhat true. You did neither? That is true, you did do neither. Okay, that's good. There we go. I think that's good. Let me use this to kind of connect this up here because I like those curves. Oh, we have ads starting in a second. I was not even paying attention to that. I have so much fun when I'm drawing that it just kind of, the time just kind of goes. You get very, very focused. I like doing the art. Well, I'm out of the jar. It's still chibi. You should know something. Do not allow blood theft. Do not give you cookies. Live in Britain. Do not properly like people. Haven't played Bloodborne. Haven't played Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright. Those of me will be true. I want to play Bloodborne. Like this. Start curving it there. So we can more believably get that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yell at Sony to port it to PC? I will! I will yell at Sony. I will get my friends in the game industry to yell at Sony to port Bloodborne. I'm sure that will work. I did play Celeste. I played Celeste last year, this year. It's not 2026 yet, me. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Advise modding it to at least make it run more stably. It tends to crash a lot. I see. Okay, I think that's our hair sorted. Yeah. You've been playing Aliens Dark Descent on and off with some other stuff? Yeah, like we've been playing Night Rain together a lot. Yes, but not today? Fair enough. Not today. Yet. I guess I got a bunch of my friends to pick up 100% orange juice, and we're potentially going to try and play that tonight at some point. I have no idea what that game is. I've been told it will make me hate people. Which is always an exciting thing to be told. Frantic Elden Ring as pretty ladies and occasionally neat dudes. I have yet to really play as any of the masked characters in it. I've just been playing as all the pretty ladies. Except for the nun. I haven't really played as her yet. Mario Party kinda sorta. That's fine. I used to play Mario Party a lot with friends. We would always get we would often end up with just 3 of us, so we would often have like a computer player, and they would cheat so hard. Then it's so good in all the ways I like to smooch her and whatever is inside. Yeah, fair enough. Understandable. Women. Women! I think like her spine is a spear or something like that. There we go. Kind of, sort of, not really. She's a vampire. Something like that. I've been playing mostly with the other pretty ladies. That works. Okay. We're currently talking about Elden Ring Night Rain. The kind of roguelike Elden Ring spin-off. Actually really good and really fun. We'll get this perfect curve yet. There it is. You added a roguelike mode to Fantasy Life and you wish you had any confidence it didn't contain slop? Yeah. Yeah. I need to adjust this actually. This curve is not right. Cause what kind of ruffles on this dress? Oops. like this. That's Scottzilla. Hi Scott, how you doing? I hope you're having yourself a good New Year's Eve. You will be soon? Oh, hells yeah. I'd love to hear it. Your besties are visiting? Oh, you mentioned that, yeah. You mentioned you had your besties visiting. I hope you have a good time with that. That sounds really fun. My New Year's Eve consists of this very chill stream, followed by hanging out with some friends on a Discord call and playing board games and stuff. It's gonna be chill as heck. You called your favorite lesbians bluff, like, wanna come up for New Year's? Unless they're like, okay, I'll be there on it. Hells yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun. Scott, as someone with chronic depression and executive dysfunction, I understand. Completely. Ooh, a D&D session's now set in Edom. That's exciting, actually. That's really exciting. Edom's such a cool world. And that is actually very exciting. I am really looking forward to that game. Oh, it's in a portion of the Gemwoods. That makes sense. That makes sense, considering how you've described it. Okay, I think that's the kind of thing we're going for. I don't know if this is... Once again, I only have this top half of this this reference, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go. I think we just keep that. Your campaign's in hell? Not exactly. Your campaign is... I mean, where we've been at the moment might as well be. We've been in a very, very hellish place for a long time. It broke several characters. It killed at least one. I mean, the area we've been in your campaign has killed, what, one player and a major NPC so far? I had been wondering, though, Scott, if you had intended for it to be set in Enem, so it's kind of exciting that it is. Wait, hang on, I don't actually... Hold on. You switched to level 51? I don't know how people do that, I'm not gonna lie. I've not been playing Everything is Crab lately, and I should be. I need need to... You are too thin. Become thicker. Become thick. Become thick. Be thick. Be thick lines. These are mostly fine. You, be thick. Become thick. Become thick. Get thick. Get swole. Get thick. Get thick. These lines are too thin. Okay, cool. There we go. That's good. What else? We gotta erase. We gotta erase this. You're working on it, but you already have so many extra sweets. Well, work faster, work harder, and or work smarter. Alright. This, we'll get rid of this, because this is in boob country now. Get rid of this. We'll clean that up in a minute. You got very lucky with evolution. Very strong attacks, fast eating, long distance eating, and just generally haven't gotten the hang of it. That makes sense. I've played like all of the challenges in the game so far, so I haven't really been playing it much lately. But it is still a lot of fun. And I never really got like super high level. I think I beat like the like final challenge mode at like level 37 or something. So you just get a build that works, and then I just let it carry me. Alright, let's clean this up. Narrow that right there. And we can move it to try and smooth that edge over. Cool. We do kind of the same thing here. Narrow that a little bit. Smooth over that. There we go. Okay. I think these are just a little bit too pronounced, but it might be better once we've got some outline coloring, so I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. Thicken this up just slightly. And then narrow on both accounts. I'm going to try and grab this end piece here. There we go. Okay. Let's start on some color. Delete that. Okay. Yeah, this looks right. Quite a sort of orangey complexion. Yeah, not quite that dark. There we go. Oh wait, I forgot about the gloves. Hold on. Hold on, I forgot about the gloves. Fortunately, they are super simple. Gloves fixed. Back to coloring. Oops. What is your hair? Your hair is like a really kind of orange red. A little bit more saturated and darker. There we go. Wait a second, I just spotted something. Boop. Yeah. Alright, good start. Then we have kind of that purple. Kind of like a dark purple, a little bit darker. That maybe, yeah, that works. And the shoes too. Okay, now we've got to do the kind of gold, which is very yellow gold. It's too orange. That's too orange. That's too green. A little bit less saturated, maybe. That works. Then we gotta do this feather, which is like a selection of colors. So what we'll actually do is we'll start with a kind of very bright red. And then we'll just do that and we'll paint the rest. So it's kind of like going up the stages of like fire. Let's do it like this. Intermediate tone there. Right. There we go. That's the basic colours. We need to do the eyes next. These are kind of like very bright blue. Nice and easy to do. That is not where I wanted to fill. Raster layer, we do a multiply and hit. Get a very dark blue. Yes. Thanks for the glasses. Welcome in, Sex. Nice to see you. Okay, new layer, and a glow, clamp, a very pale blue now, and one more, and glow, white, if we now turn the dark bit down and the bright bit down, there we go. Okay, shading time. These are our eyes. Group those. I'm very bad at naming my layers, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we want to go for, no, hang on, we want a color burn. We want a kind of reddish color. That is far too orange. No, orange is not bad on this. Yeah, that might actually work. I need to turn this up though. I'm gonna grab all the skin tone. That is what we're shading with the color burn. There we go. I'm not going to do this. It's going to be shaded anyway. This is this. Not quite the whole thing, but you know. There we go. I'll get this eventually. Okay. I think that is good there, and then these are going to just be shaded in like that, I think. We're not quite done. We gotta do the boobs. We have to shade boob. And here, we need to turn this down again because we're shading between boob. Hi Joy, welcome in. We do be getting bottles. We do be getting bottles here. Alright, that is the skin shadings. And now we go to multiply, get a dark purple, and this is going to be our everything else shading aside from the hair. We'll do the hair separately. Okay, this needs to get some itch in here. I hope you've had a good holiday, Joy. Just chill. It's been okay. Most of it has been about how I expected, which is not amazing, but I did have a couple of extremely good days because people really came out to like make me feel welcome, and I really do appreciate that. For this, we just actually want to shade like this. Okay. Dress. We gotta shade the dress. Puts my entire head in your mouth and licks me? Hi, Zoe. I hope you've had a good holiday season, Zoe. So these are actually These are a little incentive for. These are an incentive for donating to Hesper's fundraiser a few weeks ago. But I'm thinking if I ever do open up like a VGen or something, I think I probably will have some of these on offer as like a OICH type thing. This is a weird looking shadow and not what I was going for. I think what I actually want is the opposite of that, so like this kind of thing. You fill that in there. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, we want something like this. Let's see, here we want this. Do that, and then this comes up here. Yeah, okay, got it. Trying to remember how I did this. Yeah. Okay. Let me just fill these in. Like that. There we go. Now we gotta do some boob shading. We gotta shade them titties. Okay. Me when I shade my titties, yeah. Exactly. We all love some boob here. We all love a good bit of boob. Let's fill that in too. Bit like this, I think. Breasticles? I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about that term. I'm not gonna lie. Do it like this, actually. No, it's all good. It's all good. I mean it with the utmost of levity. Alright, I think that gets across the idea. I think I want to go up here like this. Okay. Okay. Something like that works. We're gonna just quickly add that there. We've got some sparkles to add, but those are not too difficult, honestly. We are going to need to add glow, because we've got metal here. Metal has its own rules. That works. Well, I do think I want to get rid of this white here, I think, and I want to do that in the yellow. That, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. And one more thing, we want to just do a kind of strip here. This thing. Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. Okay. Hair. Wait, no, we gotta do the sparkles. Sparkles are pretty easy, actually. Where is the tool I'm thinking of? I'm trying to remember. Here. Here. There's a sparkles thing here somewhere. Glitter. Here we go. I need to select, not the gloves, just the dress. And then we need glitter. We'll reduce the particle density. Need a slightly bigger brush size. No, I don't. Whoops. Actually, no, that might be worth. No, I need a slightly bigger. See if we can get back where we have before. I think this is about right. Particle size 5.3, so we want to reduce the particle size again to about 5. Just do that, basically. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I think that works really well. We have a nice little glittery dress here. Nice and simple. Right, hair. My absolute bane. Let's start with the... basic shadow. Okay. Are these guys down right now? What the heck? It's weird. Hopefully it comes back up soon. Okay, we want to go, yeah, like that. Clean up these edges. That. We're gonna reduce this, don't worry. Maybe it's your Wi-Fi? It could be your Wi-Fi. Let's do that, and then we'll look that in there. Darken this edge. Maybe that's gonna work. That looks alright. Googled it and said some systems were down, and then the Twitch app kicked you off the stream. Oh no! I'm sorry the app's being. I'm sorry your Wi-Fi's being a butt. We'll get this eventually. There we go. Okay. Something like that? Is this because you put off reposting the trans girls deserve buffalo wings on your main account? Absolutely. Relatedly, trans girls deserve buffalo wings. This is very true. It is very true. Would I ever lie to you? Have I ever told a lie in my life? All trans people should get Samus arm cannons? Absolutely, of course they should. This reminded me of one of my favorite things. There's a little Metroid, there's a Metroid gag comic, and I don't remember who published it, but there's like an official Metroid gag comic. And one of my favorite things about it is that the comic heavily implies that Samus's morph ball is not a function of her Varia suit. She could just do that. There's just a thing she can do. And it's my favorite thing. I do have hypermobility. You're not wrong. Something like that. And something like that, I think, is what we've got before. Do that. I think something like that. I want to hit like here and here too, and that's difficult. We start with this, and then we adjust that one to fit. Okay. Is that the one where she loves finding tight spaces to morph all in? It is that one, yeah. It's incredible, and I love it. Me too, love finding tight spaces to morph ball in. I mean, who doesn't, really, realistically? Realistically, doesn't everyone love to morph ball? At every possible opportunity. I want something like that, yeah. Just very carefully pull this out. This is a difficult one, it's very tight. Dredge was such a base game for having so many morphball puppies. Yeah.
You fight.
Thanks for the follow. I only follow Freaky. You've come to the right place, don't worry. I appreciate it. You're an accomplice to my crimes now, too. Congratulations. I hope you appreciate that. Your instincts are always right? Heck yeah. You got good instincts, friend. Welcome in. Don't want this back here. I want this. This. Pretty voice equals free. Well, I appreciate that. I say it a lot on stream because it comes up a lot, but I'm very insecure about my voice. And so I always appreciate when people enjoy it. Do that. This doesn't need anything. this does, though. Yay, pets! Thank you for the pets. You very like the voice? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. You shouldn't be insecure. Your voice is great. Thank you. Yay, more pets! I always do appreciate the pets. Okay, I wanna like cut this out here like this. I can cut a knife in there like that. More extreme curve there, and I think that is the highlighting of the hair done. This doesn't look quite right. We gotta give that one another pass just on the edge here. There we go. I've noticed. This is gonna bother me if I don't fix it. Wait, that's... Oh, that's a... Why is this a normal layer? There should be an Aglo layer. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna have to do our outlines now. Alright, is that a Wind Waker bottle? It is! It is a Wind Waker bottle. We don't need this layer. We do need this one though. I have been drawing folks as in Wind Waker bottles. That has been the task. I thought it was a very cute little thing to do, so that's what we're doing. All right, you need to be kind of here. I need a bigger brush. Said I need a bigger brush. There we go. Yeah, that works. Not too worried about overspill. We'll fix that later. Ooh. Progress on line art cleanup? Allow me to check this. Ooh! Marshall, welcome in! Rixie, I have to ask, is it okay to share this on stream? I know it's unfinished, so I will leave the choice up to you. I would love to share it with folks, but it is very up to you. Sure? Alright, let me save this real quick. Gotta now find that. There we go. Can I just do that? Yes, I can. It's huge. Look at this! Look at this little bean! Look how cute this is! What the heck? It's me! It's so cute! So adorable, you gotta be chibi? Yeah! God! Why did I not see that coming? Why did I not see that coming? It's so cute. It's so cute. I love Rixie's art. Anyway, let's remove that for now, so we can continue. What are we doing? That needs to be darker. Okay. We're doing outlines. That's going to be a difficult one, but that's okay. We can just kind of do the easy ones for now, and then we'll come in to do the detailing in a minute. bit too far there. Okay. My brain is getting confused by all the overlapping lines. Yes, this is all hair. Okay. Oh, my brain's getting confused. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. It's a Penny! Hi, Penny. Welcome in. We're doing some drawing. I hope you're having a good day. It is an adorable calico. Could we have a shout out for Penny Senseless, please? Penny is lovely. Oh, I see. Right as okay, I see. I've been put in a jar. Since I was chibi, I will chibi myself again. I'll need to fix that. I've got an idea how to, but I need to go back into Live 2D to do it. Anyway, I'm tiny and in a bottle now. I hope you're having a good day, Penny. Tiny in a big jar, yeah. You're good? Heck yeah. Brain is confused by lines. Lines are confusing. There we go. Oh, we got ads up again? What the heck? Since when? Why wouldn't we put me in the jar with my name on it? You do have a point. You do have a point. There is a jar with my name on it. That is true. Whoops. That is a truth.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Shaw! Welcome in! Hello, Raiders! 3D Modeling Dragon Raid.
Tell me for whom.
Thanks for the
you
follow,
fight.
Pixel. I don't know, but you're following now, and that's what's important. Welcome in, everybody. I am Prolo, in case you don't know me. I am a Moon Fairy
Tell me
VTuber.
for whom
Thank you for the
you
follow,
fight.
Serval. I am a Moon Fairy VTuber. I've not committed any crimes recently. And today I'm doing some drawing. We're putting friendos in bottles. The river is so fuzzy to finish saying goodbye to chat. Oh no. Yum 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 yum. Thanks for the giant emote, Penny. I don't think you ever got to raid me, no. I appreciate it a lot. For those who come in with the raid, if you gotta go do some post-stream self-care, get yourselves a snack, get yourselves a rest, do whatever you gotta do, please feel free to do it. I gotta snooze this ad that's about to start. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to hang out. Like I say, we're doing some little art today. And I'm having such a good time, I'm losing track of when my ads are coming up. I love me some little art too. I'm having so much fun with it. But you were doing some... you said you were doing some 3D modeling? I love 3D modeling. I'm bad at it though. If you want to share, you're more than welcome to. What you were working on, you're more than welcome to. You're turning one of your partners into a plushie? That's so cute. Wait, that's so cute. You can I could try and see if I can get a clip showing, sure. By all means, I can do my best. Image is a little bit easier. I can just drag that into OBS, but it's up to you. I can try and see what I can get working. mean, I should be able to get a clip working. Will Fairy do odds? Yeah! Hi, Sparky. Welcome in. I do some odds. I think that's the outline basically done. Hashtag prologue cute? Since when? You forgot to make your industry clip anyway, so you got an image. That's fair. I'll appreciate seeing an image either way. I will appreciate it immensely. Yeah, that's far too orange. That's a little better, but still a bit too orange. That's better. Size up. That's definitely too bright though, we need to make that darker. That's now not orange enough. That's still too bright. There we go. Oh, I am out of my jar. Hooray, I've been freed! Outfit's adorable? Thank you. I do appreciate it. No, I'm gonna snooze that again since so many people just came in with the raid. We're gonna snooze those ads, so they'll come up in a little bit. I want you to raid right into ads. That's just mean. Ads are stinky. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah. This is getting there. Ha! You have been sent. Oh, that is adorable! Hold on. Let me show everybody this. The fake creature is free! Yes, I am free! Where is this? Where did this save? I'm gonna find this now. Here it is. Look at this! Look at this that John was working on! This is so cute! That is a heckin' gooba, is what that is. I love it. That's so cute. What the heck? It's a Snoodle plushie! That's so cute! Wait, that's so cute! I love that. That's so cute. What the heck? Your 3D modeling work is so good, Char. Your 3D models are always so good. What the heck? I love the eyes. They're so cute. It's making me giggle. It's so cute. All right, let's get back to drawing stuff. What was I doing? Right, I gotta color in this thing. Yeah. Just gonna squeeze this noodle. Yeah. I have been thinking about trying to set up a 3D model of myself in plushie form. It's been kind of on my list of stuff to do. I tried to do it myself at one point, but I ran out of steam almost immediately. I probably could do it myself if I put the effort in, but putting the effort in is the hard bit. Really fun to have? Yeah, I bet. That's what I want for this. And the rest of that should be kind of like dark red, like this. That's not dark enough. Darker and more saturated. More saturated, I think. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. I do have like a 3D model, but I need to like get it set up for posing and stuff. I mainly got it for VR chat and then didn't play VR chat. But it's also like not a chibi one, it's like a full-size model. But I would love to get like a little like a low poly plushie model. It would be really cute, I think. I think that would be very cute. Alright. I think we just have like the dress to do. Yeah, okay. Let's see. This should probably be like more purple and very saturated. Yeah, like that. Again, I'll just kind of do broad strokes and then clean stuff up afterwards. Okay. Gloves. Right. Fortunately, I cannot keep snoozing the ads forever, much as I wish I could. So we are going to have to sit through those, unfortunately. I keep losing track of when my ads are going up because I'm just having too much fun drawing. Yes, that should be purple. You know the feeling? Yeah. It's something I've always like really wanted to really dive more into illustration and art, but I've just kind of never had the drive for it. You have bots notify ads with TTS? That's kind of smart, honestly. That's pretty smart. I could probably set that up if I wanted to. We just have it post a message in chat, which works. Might actually apply a gradient to these, which is not something I normally do with my art style, but I think it would. You're gonna lucky because you need to rest after stream. Please go rest. Make sure you take care of yourself, and thank you again for bringing people over. Anytime. I always appreciate seeing you, and thank you very much for trusting me with all of your lovely folks. Go get yourself some rest, friend. Got it. There we go. Right, now I'm gonna have to do some more refinement on this. Which means smaller brush size. There we go. Like that. That. Not quite right. Oh, two. There we go. Got it. That should actually be powerful because that's a crease. You're slowly back to the Megabong mod? Random index Stranger gave a hotfix to the DLL? Oh heck yeah! I am looking forward to seeing that. And maybe I will stream some Megabonk. And that is set up because I think that could be a lot of fun. I have actually not got around to playing Megabonk yet. I was planning to, and then I got distracted by other things. Which may or may not include Night Rain. Yeah, Marshall has been doing some Megabonk modding, which is very fun. Should be done by the end of next week. That is exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. Let's that and then this. Yes, okay. Planning to, I got distracted by other things. It is unfortunately the ADHD life. Playlist of content eventually? Yeah. I am sure a lot of people are interested in that. Such is the way of the ADHD, it really do be. It really do be like that. Okay, I think that's, wait. Not quite. I think now is when we're looking. That's how we're looking. Okay. I believe we have one more adjustment to make. Which is... we do this. We select hair and ear. There's that layer I just made.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Thanks for the follow, generic fire demon. I appreciate it a lot. You're now an accomplice to my crimes. Congratulations. Alright, we gotta just do this kinda... I know there's a better way to do this, but I didn't set it up right, so this is how we're doing it. Okay. That is perfect, and that goes to around... no, that's like... it's like 12, I think? 12 seems right. There we go. Now let's get rid of the reference. Yeah! Oh wait, no, I did want to do one other thing. I did want to add a small gradient to, what kind of game is Megabonk? It's like Vampire Survivors in 3D, basically. Okay, we actually kind of want a soft brush here. So we probably want paint apply. We want to specifically have it apply only to the bits inside the dress. Hold on, why is this not working? It's not quite working how I expected it. Tell you what, I think what we do is we go out of this, undo all that, and we add a new layer. We click to the last one. Then we actually do this manually, I think. So now it's kind of contained to this region. Now I can do some like soft stuff. Which layer is it? This one? Yes. I can just kind of train that a little bit to kind of make the fade more or less obvious. Do you think I want to keep it like all the way at the top almost? Maybe down to like 95. No, not quite. Maybe 80. Yeah! There we go! Oh yeah, I've seen Scott's Mega Bonk mod. It looks really good. I've seen Scott playing as Scott. Alright, let me save that. Excellent. That is 2 out of 3. To get you to a decent size, you had to scale me by 12. That sounds about right. My 3D model is scaled to be 34 centimeters tall. So for most use cases, I would absolutely need to be scaled. Alright, that is bottle number 2. We have one more to do today. Let me open up the ACH bottle. Okay, so we got a reference here. We'll use this reference. Last bottle is Animation Soda Pop. So let us make a copy. Check something because I've made a mistake before on these. And I made exactly the same mistake on this one. This needs to be underneath the outline. I made that mistake before. Should have kept me small and have the gimmick be a tiny hitbox. That would have been really funny, I won't lie. Did I do the same? Oh, I didn't do it on this one, that's why. Okay. So this is another interesting one because I don't have a reference for anything below the waist. So I'm going to guess. Oh, the outline shader isn't proportional. That makes sense, honestly. It's a shame though. That would have been very funny. New vector layer. Okay. Get our froggy pencil up. So, we've got like a, let's see. So it's like a tank top with like a jacket and that looks like glasses. Smaller than most, but not teeny. That's fair. A shame, but fair. Okay, first of all, we got the booba. We gotta get the booba in there. That's one booba. It's a little bit disproportionate. There we go. Get some booba in there. low cut top. I'm not getting the curve right. You know, I'm still in the sketch phase. I can just kind of do this. You know what to do for slide animations? So some brainstorming help. I whip out a jar and write it? That's so good! Wait, that's so good! What the heck? That's so funny! Wait, that's hilarious! Look at this jacket on. Just kinda... Oh, that's really funny though. The jar is hidden in my boobs, as it should be. I mean, who wouldn't hide a jar in their boobs, frankly? Okay. Same thing here. I think kind of this is the idea. And then this kind of like comes out this way, so it kind of like doesn't... It's like a collar thing here. I don't have a lot to go on. Is it like a hood? I can't really tell. Either way, I think we want to kind of have a... It's like a pilot jacket, I think. Is the idea. I think it's meant to be like a pilot's jacket. So we have that. I don't know what to do about. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna assume this is some kind of skirt. I think that's what that is. I think it's like some kind of... I can't tell if it's like supposed to be trousers or a skirt, so I'm gonna invent this. I'm thinking a skirt here, like a short skirt, and then like leggings into like boots. Because I don't have another reference to go with that. I'm thinking we have a kind of like... Because I can see this kind of like mesh pattern here, so I'm thinking like... something like this. Little Moons' styles and dress somewhat broken and misaligned in animations. The rig didn't like becoming blonde model. Okay. That's fair. Honestly, if I'm that small, you could probably have taken those out and it would have been fine. But either way. Kind of double studs there. Hot glasses there. Now, hair-wise, it looks like we have like a side sweep type thing. So like this kind of deal. Like that shape. This kind of thing? with like the kind of side shave there. Like that. I've not drawn this kind of hairstyle
For
before.
whom do you fight?
Yanni! Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. You're an accomplice to my crimes now. Congratulations. And there's like a... It's like a spiky thing. Like that with like the polka dots on it. We'll do the polka dots later though. You know how you were following already? It happens. There's so many people I'm like, I'm following them, right? And then I finally catch one of their streams and it's like, I haven't been following you? Why? It happens all the time. I think it's like that. That's the basic idea. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that is a decent sketch layer. I think that covers the idea. You just super follow some people already. Yeah, exactly. You get it. It's like you following someone on Blue Skies. You're like, I must be following them everywhere else. Happens so much. Alright. I'm gonna assume that is accurate. And I need my clean lines. That is not my clean lines. I need my guiding pen. At about 30. I usually end up coming in a raid somewhere and I'm like, wait, I can finally actually follow you, wait. And then I just complain that I have made a horrible mistake and then follow them. I live my shame. I own it. On. There we go. They said it at the top of stream, but I've been playing so much Night Rain lately. I got it over Christmas, and I've basically been playing it non-stop. It's so much fun! I get stressed at it, but I have a lot of fun with it. It's fun. It's a fun game. There we go. I haven't even tried half the characters, and I have like 50 hours in it. I've just been playing all the pretty ladies. Thanks for the hydrate, Mooney. I will do that. Also, welcome in, Mooney. Don't forget to save. I will. Save. There it is. Saved. Control and S. The Santa hat doesn't fit anyone's custom model. Assuming the wrong bone is a head, it sits on my neck. Honestly, that's fair. I already have a hat. That's probably what I would do, honestly. At a friend's house, so can't stay along, but Happy New Year's. Yeah, Happy New Year! And that goes out to everybody. Happy New Year. Also, you're cute. Don't make me get out my bopping hammer. Hey, pets! Double pets. I think that just turned off the pets. Yay, triple pets! Yay! You like New Year's, but you don't like fireworks. That's fair, honestly. I don't mind fireworks personally, but these days they're more an annoyance for me than anything. But I also understand that for a lot of people they are an actual problem. Yay, pets! So many pets. And so I would rather they just weren't a thing. I'd rather we stopped with the fireworks. Okay. I haven't drawn an outline for the trans flag on there. We'll fill that one in. We'll fill that one in the coloring stage. Ren! Is that a Ren? Hey Ren. How you doing? Oh, your mom's got it worse. She can't drive and it's fire every time she jumps. Sometimes literally. That is fair, honestly. It's very understandable then. Was he vibing, going through some stream stuff? Heck yeah. Well, you are always welcome to vibe here. Get rid of this so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. That's right. Yeah, that covers it. Okay. How am I doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm having a lot of fun. I've missed streaming over the past week or so, so I'm having a lot of fun today. Kinda doing my thing. I will get the curve of this boob perfect momentarily. I will get it eventually. There it is. There is the boob I was looking for. There we go. These are not the booba you're looking for. Wait, no, they are. Never mind. All booba is good booba. I will never say no to some good booba. This one be a bit thicker. There we go. I'll do the glasses in a moment. Very true, old booba, good booba. Yeah, exactly. You understand me. You understand me. I played the last bit of the aim raid to FF14. I have. I have indeed. The song's a bop. The song's a real bop. You've honest that everything burns non-stop for the past few days. Understandable, frankly, because it is a real pop. It's so good. You might be listening to it right now. I do think that of the of all of the music in this raid tier, I still think Give It All is my favorite. But I do love Everything Burns. It's so good. Give It All is so good, and I think part of what makes me like Give It All a lot is just because of how the Savage fight plays out. If you haven't done M4S, the phase transition is the coolest thing in the entire game. And that is no exaggeration. It is just the coolest thing. Recency bias is making you like everything Burns best, but they just knocked it out of the park with all the music. They really did. Like, here's the thing. I am a Dawn Trail hater, generally. I didn't really like Dawn Trail very much. For the most part, a lot of the story didn't land for me. I love Wuklamat, don't get me wrong. That's not what didn't vibe with me. It was actually the latter half of the story just didn't land for me. And, like, when I say it didn't land, I am someone who's been playing FF14 since Stormblood. I started playing in 2014. Not 2014, 2017. 2017. I started playing in 2017. Back in Stormblood. I have a very big soft spot for Stormblood. I like Stormblood a lot. I think we're actually missing a bit here. I think we'll probably just get a little just a little thing here to give it a bit more depth. There we go. So I've been playing since 2017. I've been playing FF14 for a long time. I actually bought the game when I hit the part in A Realm Reborn that stopped me from progressing the MSQ. Because back in the day, there was not a free trial up to level 70, including the award-winning expansions Heavensward and Stormblood. Back in the day, your free trial ended in A Realm Reborn at level 35. You have a personal ranking, the FF14 expansion, and a factual version. Stormblood is your personal favorite, but factual favorite for everything is Shadowbringers. That's fair. So for me, it's like the thing is that I bought the game in A Realm Reborn because I was very invested in the story. I was very hooked in. I loved the A Realm Reborn story. As RPG fare goes, it's fine. It's not bad. It's not anything particularly special. As MMO story goes, it's great. It's a real good MMO story. And so I was invested. I was interested. And I've only enjoyed every single story since then. However, when I got to the last area of Dawn Trail, you still narrate, I just got barely at the point where you can do the stuff to get your chocobo. Hells yeah, I hope you're having a good time. Ignore everyone who says the game gets good later. It's perfectly good in A Realm Reborn. Just don't rush it. Just take your time, enjoy it. That's my advice. A lot of people say that, like, the game gets good in, like, once you get into Heavensward, and I actually think it is good before then. It just, people just try and, like, rush through it, and are like, and it kind of cheapens their experience, in my opinion. Just have the fun with it. Take whatever time you need. There's no rush. But yeah, I really liked A Realm Reborn. And obviously, once I got to Heavensward and Stormblood and all of that, I was having so much, like, it like really took off by that point. Just hard to keep at it because the grind is like nothing else. Yeah, it's a little bit of a grind, but it's not too bad. It used to be worse. Yeah, exactly. It could be a slog, but it's still a fun time. Yeah. Like, the thing is, it's a bit harder to get invested in, but it's not hard to get invested in if you're willing to take it as it is. The thing is, when I got to the final area of Dawn Trail, and I won't have any spoilers here, that is the only time in my entire existence of playing this game where I checked out. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, Ren. I think that's reasonable. I checked out of the story of Dawn Trail when I got to the final area and was going through it, because there was so much that annoyed me about it and just did not function as like conceptually within the bounds of the story, that I just kind of couldn't get invested in it anymore. And there's an interesting thing, actually, because a lot of people I know he loves Warframe, but it also found you to be a cute cat girl in FF14. I am a proud potato gremlin, and always have been. Is that not color now? Potato, yeah. Protolo. Contrary to your name, you're an aura. That's fair. Lizard people are hot. Lizard ladies hot. Oops. Let's see, we gotta kind of blue here. Aura really pretty. They so are. They really are. Just Prolo VT, the potato. Yes, exactly. Let's go with that. Just want to be your cute cowgirlie. Fair enough, honestly. Wait, no, that's a different thing. Let's clean that up. But yeah, personally, my favorite storyline in FF14 is probably Endwalker. Don't get me wrong, I loved Shadowbringers, and it is a very, very close race between them. But I think Endwalker just slightly edges out over it. Just slightly. I think Shadowbringers is like more consistently solid. But I think some of the high points of Endwalker are just not quite hit. Me, you didn't pay attention to the story originally? Oh, that's... See, there's a great little Joe-Cat video, actually, about that. There's a great Joe-Cat video about why it took him so long to get into, FF14. And it was mainly because he just didn't pay attention to the story, and once he was actually forced to pay attention, he started loving it. You know the exact one? Yeah! Alright, I think this is a good starting point. We'll do something about this being made of glass in a bit, but, we need to do the eyes, so we'll do those. Eyes are yellow. That's an interesting one. Thinking about changing a Makode to be Follow the Sun, but Follow the Moon's really cute. Yeah, it's a tough one. I am one of the rare, and I know this is weird. I am one of the rare Plainsfolk Lalafell. I don't know why, but almost every Lalafell player is a Dunesfolk Lalafell. And I don't know why. It's so weird. But I am a Plainsfolk Lalafell, and I love being a Plainsfolk Lalafell. And a lot of people, like, don't... A lot of people I know, like, don't really... The way I've explained it to people is that Dunesfolk Lalafell are gnomes, Plainsfolk Lalafell are halflings. is how I explain it to people. I love my little Plainsfolk Lalafell. She is a gremlin, and I love her. There we go. We got some... Let's tone that down a bit. There we go. It's our eyes. Let's group those up. Alright. Now we gotta do a color burn for our skin tone. It's too orange. That's better. We are gonna do this. This thing's a bit easier. A Realm Reborn, or how I became Mommy's favorite little god slayer and learned to love the patch content? Yeah, you're not wrong. We did become Crystal Mommy's favorite god slayer. We all love Crystal Mommy. Crazy how a story-based MMO is really damn good if you pay attention to the story. I know, right? Who would have thought? that covers our skin tone shading. So now we move on to our shading. Kind of rushed there because the VTuber that got you to play 14 told me about the machinist class. I have a friend who did exactly the same thing. Literally rushed it because of machinist, specifically. Machinist is a really fun class, I won't lie. What a fantasy game, but gun, exactly. Who doesn't love having a gun? You're an American? Can you play me for one in the gun class? I can't, unfortunately. I wish I could. Weird, you like to play DPS that has support, so you're green red mage and sometimes play dancer. That's fair. I started the game on Bard and I've never looked back. I love Bard. Although I do miss Foe's Requiem sometimes. I have a slight beef over something that happened in that's a thing in Ever 14 actually. Allow me to explain my slight beef. So back in Stormblood, they added a feature to Bard specifically, which is the performance thing. Where you took a break, you were trying out Monk. It's neat because leveling without the MSQ buff, hell, it can be, So I've been playing Bard, and Bard adds... I've been playing Bard for many, many years, and when they, when Bard was... back in Stormblood, they added the ability for Bards to perform music. Like, they would outright... You can outright just pick up an instrument and start playing music. And I loved this feature. This feature was great. It still is. It's still a cool feature. And so I got really good at Bard performance. Now, keep in mind, I play with a controller, and I didn't have, like, a way to hook in a MIDI keyboard or anything. So... Foreshadowing, by the way. So I just, So I started, like, practicing like hell. I got, like, 400 hours practicing in Bard performance specifically. Like, it was, like, my main thing. I was, like, known for it on my server. For a while. I got real good at it. And I mean, when I say, like, performing, I mean, like, playing individual notes with buttons on my controller. And I got real good at it. I used to show off by playing Senbon Zakura, if you know that song. And if you don't, look it up. It's, fast. But, after a while... people found out they could patch the game with basically a mod that allows them to play MIDI files. And this completely killed Bard performance for me. Because suddenly, where you would have this cool thing of, like, occasionally you would come across somebody who was just performing music, like, as an actual Bard would. like on the street playing music, and people would sometimes sit and listen, they would tip. The moment people brought in the ability to like just play MIDI files, everyone just turned bot performance off for good. And it's unfortunate because like I had a really good I loved that feature. And it basically got killed because of it basically got completely killed because people just started playing MIDI files all the time, and it meant people who are actually like trying to perform and actually engage with the roleplay just weren't allowed to. And it was a real shame. You get an old Iron Brunhilde and past the main E3 and see a gaggle of Lynx performing DMCA music. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't always like obey the rule about not performing copyrighted music, but you know, wait, that's the wrong color. Hold on. Hey Taki, welcome in. Removed my color. I need to... You got flu? I'm so sorry. That sucks. I hope you feel better soon. Take care of yourself, friend. Yeah, so my understanding with the bot performance thing is that no one ever got in trouble for it. No one has ever been in trouble, as far as I'm aware, for performing copyrighted music. The reason they do it, the reason they have that as a thing is so that they don't get sued, effectively. As far as I understand it, that is the sole reason, is so that Square Enix does not get sued for somebody performing copyrighted music. Better than yesterday, a bit sore from burning energy playing video games with friends. I mean, at least it was burning energy doing something fun, right? That's what I wanted. Clean this up. There we go. Okay, I think that's the basics of this. You made a headband that says fuck 2025? Incredible, I love it. We are going to add a new regular layer here. I grab this, and then we're going to tint that towards purple. Actually going to fill in these glasses. Prolonged navigation system is now active. Please don't make me drive on the wrong side of the road. Please don't drive on the wrong side of the road. That is not something I would condone. Alright, we gotta do... What color are these dots? They're like... Oh, they're like a kind of pink. Okay. We take this. We kind of just do this, and then we get some polka dots. There we go. That has that. Now we got to do this trans flag, which we can absolutely do. So, trans flag. Let's see. I always forget which order the colors are on that. It's blue outside. Okay. Okay, and then we have the pink. That. Also going to do a pink stripe here underneath. On the boob, like that. And then we have the white stripe in the middle. There we go. Now, we can apply that to the glasses. So it gives the impression seeing through the lens. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like that a lot, actually. Now we want to go back to the multiply. As we crank that up, we go back to normal. Grab this. Okay. We do have to shade the lenses and things too. I think what we do is we go grab this, and then we'll shade these like this. We'll do an add glow on those too, eventually. Yeah. Notice there's a bit of the blue from the trans flag leaking in there, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Go. Okay. There we go. When I took it later before he started blasting chain, now the light out's done. Oh, heck yeah. Progress photo in the Discord again? Let me see, let me see, let me see. This is looking fabulous. Give me a moment. Save this and I will share it on the things. Yeah. Oh wait, that's not where I saved it. There we go. Oh geez, it's huge. It's huge. Eh. Eh. For being so small, I am so huge on the screen. Look how cute this is! Rixie, your art is putting me to shame. It's so cute. This is so cute. Love my little smile. So cute. Look at that. Look how cute that is. We're gonna keep this ad going though. Oh, it's so cute. I'm excited to see the colored version of that. It's gonna look really nice. Okay, ad blow time. I gotta... My art is great. I appreciate you saying so. Let's do that. I am trying my best, and that is all I can really ask of myself. Okay, I quite like that. And we are going to have to do the hair, but we'll do that on a separate hair glow layer. Okay, hair. It's kind of an orange. Yeah, there we go. A little bit redder. Yeah, okay. So, large brush. Maybe not quite that large. A little bit larger than that though. I think it's kind of like... we want kind of that. And... let's see. Alright, let's see. Sorry about that. Someone just walked into my room while I'm streaming. Okay, perils of having family over, I guess. Alright, let's see. Door that sounds vaguely like an animal. It was a door. It is a very squeaky door. I've been streaming out of a trailer for a while now. Since about end of March last year. That's not ideal, I won't lie. It's not ideal. I am hoping to find myself a new place. Hey Day, welcome in! Hello, and Happy New Year! That's what we want. Yeah, that looks nice. You're playing so much of the new Digimon game? I've heard some good stuff about the new Digimon game, honestly. It looks really fun. I've never particularly been, like, into Digimon myself. It's not really been, on my radar. It's great. You give it a 10 out of 10. That's high praise. I'm glad you're enjoying it. There's a lot of lesbian characters in Digimon. I have heard this. I've watched some people play the new Digimon game. And it does look... Well... What is it? Is it Andrew Woman and Lady Doublemon, I think? Look very gay together, and you know what? I'm happy about them. I'm happy for them. Let's do a little thing there. Do a little thing here too. Lady Devilmon and Andrew Woman, yeah. Last game they made out for plot, incredible. Love it. 10 out of 10. You love to see it. Okay, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to shade these earrings. I knew I forgot something. I knew I was forgetting something. This needs to be a multiply layer at around 40. There we go. And this is the hair layer. We can dip down to about 57, and then I want to do one more tweak to this. I want to cut that sharply, so there's like a not quite so rounded. That's more like it. Snap eraser. We'll cut into the highlight there, and I think that'll look nice. Yeah, okay. We're still going to do the outlines, but this is looking good. Okay, again, we don't need this layer. This is the sketch outline layer. Remove that. We can merge these. New layer, clip, and we can get started with this. Bigger brush size, please. There we go, that's good. Do that, and then we'll clean this up properly later. No, we're gonna keep that with the like skin tone outline, I think. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take that as the hair outline though, I think. That's how we do it. Okay, now we go in for the detailing, and we've already messed it up. Oop. Smaller size, please. Not quite that small. 20. 20 is good. Maybe up to about 30. I say bringing it back up to 20. No, I don't want to cut the entire layer. Thank you for asking. At some point, I will find a way to actually, like, play a proper, like, playlist of some tunes while I'm doing this, because I don't have Spotify, and all the plugins I could find were Spotify specific, and I don't want to get Spotify, because, I mean, it's Spotify. That again, that shouldn't be that colour. It should be this colour. But at some point, we will find a way to watch me to listen to Miku while I'm doing this. What has happened there? Why is that so badly the wrong colour? Shading? It might be the shading. No? Where is this coming from? Airflow? Is the airflow? Okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay. You're making Numbuga Burr and Balatro? Hells yeah. I've been playing a bit of Balatro lately. I'm not very good at it anymore. I used to be a lot better at it, but I'm not very good anymore. I keep pivoting to the wrong thing at the wrong time. And it makes me lose. Electro can be pretty fun though. I do enjoy it. It's mainly Night Rain I've been playing lately. But basically since Christmas, I've been playing Night Rain. Okay, let's get this. You're a better player, you could go Nanimp. I've never done Nanimp. I think the best I've ever got was like E50 something. But these days I'm rarely getting into like E anything. I think I hit like E13 last night with a really scuffed build. I just often find I just don't get very good options in Balatro. You just got E17 with a pan. Yeah, my problem is I never know when to like what to pivot to, so I just end up with like really bad builds. Okay, look at that. That's nice, like that. Like, I can go several runs without seeing, like, any useful Rajokers at all. And it can get a little annoying. Thank you, I will take a drink. And untrip. You're gonna have to head out in a sec. No worries. Thanks for hanging out. I always appreciate seeing you. You know I do. talk to you later, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and now again, gotta lower the brush size so I can come in with some detailing. You gonna record a video? With Balatro? Here. Now that is very careful here. Posted gaming? I will probably have to take a look after stream. I don't think I can share a video, but I appreciate you sharing. Okay, let's do that. This one's got quite a complicated outline. Okay. So I'm gonna hit up these boots. They're kind of just made up because I have no idea what is below the waist, but we'll see. I'm hoping this is close enough to what they had in mind. Okay, let's see. Wait a second, I completely missed something. Mouth. I'll do the earrings next. There we go. Nice. I wonder if this might look better. I'm gonna do something like this, and like a half and half thing with it. Okay. I think that does actually look better. We'll do the same thing here then. Yeah, okay. Now we gotta do... Let's do the skirt. it. It is not dark enough. It's not black, but it's very close to it. Need a bigger brush for this because this is going to cover like most of this area. We'll swap out the colour on the bottom of the skirt for a slightly paler one in a minute, but for now, this covers most of it. And about 30, if I will do. Go. Yeah. Okay, do it like this. No. There we are. It kind of gets across the mood. I want to use the same color here for this shirt. We're not going to adjust it in a minute. For the flag. This will look weird with the blue outline, I think. We'll just paint it for the blue outline first and then we'll adjust it. I think is what we do. Okay. This top part could have the blue outline, okay? This can this. And we're going to swap it out here. Or maybe not. Maybe we don't need to. We'll give it a go and see how this looks. So maybe we only swap it out of the bottom. Tight lines right here. See how that looks. Yeah, I think it does need something. Okay, we can do that. We do it like this though. Don't need the blue anywhere else, so we'll do pink next. And pink is going to be the primary one, I think. I'm going to have to turn this down again to about 10. There's a bit missing there. That should be white. It should just be pink, I think, actually. I think I'll just fill that pink. Okay. I'll do that in a second. Now we have white. Wait, I missed a bit of pink. This towards blue, towards purple anyway, because it's already fairly blue. These should just go all the way to the end. There's no point cutting it off halfway through the outline. Changed my mind! That looks a little better. Maybe a bit too purple though. I don't have very much tolerance on that. Oh, I see why. I see why it's doing that. I see why it's doing that. I need to refer to only editing layer. Turn off the anti-aliasing. That's a little much. That's better. Good at that. Okay. We still have the glasses to do. Those are not going to be too hard, I don't think. This, we make it a little bit more blue, make it a little bit darker, and then we just kind of go. That'll also clear up some of the shape around here. Okay. Alright, we need to fix that. I forgot about that. Fix that in a moment. This is like clarifying the shape a little bit by not having all these messy outlines here. Oops. More careful. You don't know when you got here, but hi! Hi, Willow! Welcome in! Nice to see you. Okay, I have to clean up that. That's on my normal layer, I think. Nice and simple. It's not on my normal. Oh, of course, it's gonna be in the. It's gonna be the extra color layer. Just turn my eraser size down. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. I think we have something that is almost done. Just gotta get the. Let's undo something important. No, I did not. Okay.
When you play with fire.
Hopping in briefly to wish you all a happy new year.
Thank you for the sub, Swan Dragon! That is 10 whole heckin' months. Hate to say we gotta get going, gotta leave for work in 20 minutes. No worries! Get yourself to work. Happy New Year, friendo! Both of you, in fact. Happy New Year to both of you! We're just doing some little bits of art to, close out the year, and honestly, I think I'm almost done with it. Just gotta... No, I got it. No, I got it. What am I doing? Oh, everything's already selected, I see. We're gonna have to grab that too, but that should cover all of it. Okay. Yeah. We get a big, big brush. Not quite. Not quite. There. No. I started in the wrong spot there. There we go. No. Nope, not quite. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. There it is. Do the same thing up this side. This and like this. There we go. Okay, this becomes an add glow layer. Drop it down to about 14. Cut that off, and I think we're good. I think that's it. I hope this is the design they were looking for. Because they don't have a reference for the bottom half of the body, so I'm hoping this is what they were going for. So allow me to save that as a PNG. You're not going to be here long? You need to take a shower before heading out to a party? Heck yeah! Joining in this year's some fun memories from the year? That means a lot, honestly. That genuinely means a lot. I aim to make a space where people can feel comfy, chill, and welcome, and it sounds like I've at least done that for you, and I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me. Just I need to get rid of the reference layer for this. Hey, butts! Alright, I think we're done with our bottles, honestly. So we've done this one today. We did this one today. And we did this one today. I think we're actually done with these. And that is all of the bottles that I can do right now. There is one other person who is owed one, but have not provided me any references, so there's not much I can do. But I think we are good. had a great time doing these, honestly. These have been a lot of fun. There is a chance sometime next year I might open up commissions, and this will probably be one of my options on there. This has been a lot of fun, everybody. Let me hop over to chatting screen quickly. Because I think we're going to find a lovely friendo to raid out to. This has been a lovely stream, and I've had a lovely time. I've been missing streaming over the holidays, so I wanted to get one more in at the end of the year. And it's been a really nice one. I've had a really good time. Let me see who is live. Let's see, who have we got? There's a few folks doing their things. Let's see. Your timing continues to be impeccable. 3 days you joined right at the end. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's see. Who could we drop into? There's so many people. Okay. Let's I haven't dropped in on Slug, so let's go drop in on Slug. Why put me in a jar right as we're about to raid out? Why do this? Why do you do this? God dang it, Rixie. Alright, we're gonna go say hi to Slug. Raid message. Let's do a simple one. Get jarred. Feel free to copy that, use whatever emotes you like. And please be nice. It does help to post the raid message in people's chats, because Twitch doesn't really count you as a viewer until you chat. But otherwise, be nice to people. Be nice. And I hope you all have a fantastic new year. 2025 has been a whole thing for me. There have been a lot of ups and downs for me. Some very high ups, some very low downs. But I'm hoping that 2026 can be a lot more ups than downs. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. Thank you for joining me for all of this year. And let's keep it going in the next one, I guess. I will see you all very soon. Goodbye, everybody. Oop, jaw. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you soon.